Welcome to Picture Scripture Memory System. This series of humorous pictures will teach you the chapter titles of every chapter in the book of John. It'll take about 35 or 40 minutes to do the whole book. We'll do 5 chapters at a time to build up to the full book. Just pay attention to the pictures and the number system, and you'll remember the chapter titles of every chapter. Well, let's get started. Every picture in the book of John will have a billboard in it because of the sign miracles in John. So there'll be a sign in every picture, and that's how you'll know it's the book of John, as opposed to the book of Matthew that has a Humpty Dumpty in every picture. First of all, you need to learn the number system. Chapter 1 will have an arrow. Chapter 2 will have a bicycle. 2 wheels on a bicycle. Chapter 3 will be triggered by a tricycle, 3 wheels on a tricycle. And Chapter 4 will be triggered by a car, 4 wheels on a car. Chapter 5 will be triggered by a hand. Give me 5. So keep in mind the 1 is an arrow, 2 is a bicycle, 3 is a tricycle, 4 is a car, and Chapter 5 is a hand scene. Give me 5. All right, we're ready to begin. So just sit back and enjoy these humorous pictures.
John chapter 1. The 1 is the arrow the turtles are using to smooth out the sign. The sign will be found in all the chapters in John. John tells his readers that the sign miracles of Christ were a witness that he was the Messiah. Word is what the billboard says. John the Baptist is the pelican because he's got a baptistry in his beak. Disciples are the turtles because they were slow to believe. John chapter 2. The number 2 is seen in the 2 wheels of the bicycle. Cana is the wine bottle because Cana is where Jesus turned water into wine. Money changers is seen in the boy with the paper route making change. Destroy this temple is the boy crashing into the billboard, destroying his bike. John chapter 3. Chapter 3 is represented by the 3 wheels on the tricycle. Nicodemus is the nicotine of the cigarettes with the demon, Nicodemus. John the Baptist about Jesus is the pelican, John the Baptist, riding around Jesus, who is represented by the lamb. John chapter 4. Chapter 4 is the 4 wheels on the car. The woman of Samaria is the nurse just as they crossed into Samaria city limits. The noble's sick son is the boy who is sick in the back of the car, and the noble is his father driving the car. John chapter 5. Chapter 5 is the hand, as in give me 5. Bethesda is from taking a bath, Esda. Healing on the Sabbath is healing on the back, as the boy has a sunburned back. Father-son is the father helping his son take a bath.
Okay, challenge number 1. I'll show you the pictures. You tell me the titles. What's chapter 1? That's right, chapter 1 is Word, John the Baptist, and Disciples. What are the titles for chapter 2? That's correct. Chapter 2 of John is Cana, Money Changers, Destroy this temple. What's chapter 3? Perfect. Nicodemus, John the Baptist about Jesus is John chapter 3. What's chapter 4? That's right. Chapter 4 is Woman of Samaria, Noble's sick son. What's in chapter 5? That's great. Chapter 5 is Bethesda, Healing on the Sabbath, Father-Son. Okay, challenge number 2. Now you recall the pictures and the titles when just given the number of the chapter. What's chapter 1? That's right, chapter 1 is Word, John the Baptist, and Disciples. What are the titles for chapter 2? That's correct. Chapter 2 of John is Cana, Money Changers, Destroy This Temple. What's chapter 3? Perfect. Nicodemus, John the Baptist about Jesus is John chapter 3. What's chapter 4? That's right. Chapter 4 is Woman of Samaria, Noble's sick son. What's in chapter 5? That's great. Chapter 5 is Bethesda, Healing on the Sabbath, Father-Son. Congratulations. That's great. You got the first 5 chapters of John down.